Samsung Newsroom. Samsung Electronics announces the fourth quarter and FY 2025 results. Korea on January 29, 2026. Quarterly revenue of KLW 93.8 trillion. Operating profit at KLW 20.1 trillion. Company to build on comprehensive AI leadership and continued growth. Samsung Electronics today reported financial results for the fourth quarter and the fiscal year 2025, and the quarter ended December 31, 2025. The company posted its highest ever quarterly consolidated revenue at KLW 93.8 trillion, representing a quarter-on-quarter increase of 9%. Operating profit was also an all-time high at KLW 21.1 trillion. For the full year, the company reported KLW 333.6 trillion in annual revenue and KLW 43.6 trillion in operating profit. The Device Solutions divisions posted a QoQ sales increase of 33%, with the memory business setting an all-time high for quarterly revenue and operating profit, driven by expanded sales of HBM and other high value added products, as well as the overall market price surge. The Device DX division experienced a sequential decline in revenue of 8% due to reduced launch effect for new smartphone models, as well as intense market competition. R&D investments totaled KLW 10.9 trillion, representing a QoQ increase of KLW 2 trillion and setting a full year record of KLW 37.7 trillion. Looking ahead to Q1 2026, the DS division expects AI and server demand to continue increasing, leading to more opportunities for structural growth. In response, the division will continue to focus on profitability via a strong emphasis on high-performance products. In 2026 as a whole, the DS division aims to lead the AI era with product competitiveness amid a rapidly growing demand environment, particularly by expanding the sales of AI-related offerings in both DRAM and NAND. In 2026, the DX division plans on expanding AI-driven product offerings and integrating AI technologies across the full device, feature and service ecosystem. The division will maintain a focus on profitable growth by ensuring component supply stability, implementing efficiency initiatives, and bringing the best AI experiences to customers as a leader in the AI era. Semiconductors to continue increasing revenue. The DS division achieved a quarterly consolidated revenue of KLW 44.0 trillion and an operating profit of KLW 16.4 trillion for the fourth quarter of 2025. In Q4 2025, despite limited supply availability, the memory business achieved record highs in quarterly revenue and operating profit by addressing strong conventional DRAM demand while expanding HBM sales amid an overall increase in prices. The business focused on improving profitability via higher sales of high value-added products such as HBM, server DDR5, and enterprise SSDs. In Q1 2026, the ongoing AI boom is expected to continue driving favorable market conditions across the industry, and the memory business plans to keep prioritizing high value-added products for AI applications. The memory business is on track to begin delivering HBM4 products this quarter, including those with industry-leading 11.7 gigabps performance, with the aim of re-establishing a leadership position in the high-end HBM market. In 2026, the memory business will continue to maintain close partnerships with customers based on product competitiveness and aims to address customer demand through the timely shipment of competitive HBM4 and the expansion of sales of AI-related products such as DDR5, SOCAMM2, and GDDR7. It also plans to proactively address AI-related NAND demand with a focus on scaling up sales of high-performance TLC products for key-value SSD demand for interference. Earnings for the system LSI business declined in Q4 2025 due to seasonal demand and softness and adjustments to key customer product schedules. However, image sensor revenue grew on the back of new 200 MP and 50 MP big pixel products. In Q1 2026, earnings are expected to recover with new product launches, while image sensor leadership will be reinforced by an expanded 200 megapixel lineup. In 2026, the system LSI business will focus on earnings improvement by expanding sales based on differentiated system on a chip performance and stabilized yields. In image sensors, the business will continue to strengthen its competitiveness in fine pixel technology and sustain its leadership through nanoprism technology, which enhances light sensitivity. In Q4 2025, the overall revenue for the foundry business increased on strong demand from customers in major markets, while earnings improvement was limited as a result of provisional costs. The business also commenced mass production of first generation 2nm products and began shipments of 4nm HBM based die products. Looking ahead of Q1 2026, revenue is expected to decline sequentially due to seasonal weakness. Orders are projected to expand, however, largely due to orders from HPC and mobile consumer customers. As for 2026, the foundry business is targeting double-digit revenue growth and improvement in profitability, driven by advanced nodes. It plans to ramp up production of second-generation 2nm products and prepare for the production of performance and power-optimized 4nm processes. Additionally, it aims to strengthen competitiveness by providing optimized solutions through the integration of logic, memory, and advanced packaging technologies. STC to maintain market leadership through differentiated technologies. SDC posted KLW 9.5 trillion in consolidated revenue and KLW 2.0 trillion in operating profit for the fourth quarter. For small and medium displays, SDC achieved solid performance driven by supply stability and increased smartphone demand from major customers, with the expansion of sales in the IT and automotive segment also contributing to earnings growth. The large display business recorded revenue growth by responding to market demand during the year-end peak season. In Q1 2026, SDC anticipates soft smartphone demand and will accordingly seek to expand sales through the timely development and supply of displays for new major flagship smartphones. For large displays, it aims to proactively respond to the launch of new QD OLED products and expand sales. In 2026, SDC will advance its leadership in a smartphone market based on differentiated technologies. It will continue its premium market leadership in TVs by focusing on new high brightness products. And for monitors, it plans to drive sales expansion based on differentiated performance advantages. MX to accelerate momentum by advancing AI leadership. The mobile experience, MX, and networks businesses posted KLW 29.3 trillion in consolidated revenue and KLW 1.9 trillion in operating profit for the fourth quarter. The MX business achieved a double-digit annual profit in 2025 through flagship growth and stable sales of tablets, and wearables. Although smartphone sales declined in Q4 as new model launch effect normalized. In Q1 2026, the business plans to further strengthen its AI smartphone leadership by delivering agentic AI experiences with the launch of the Galaxy S26 series. It also aims to ensure sustained profitability driven by flagship sales expansion and resource optimization. In addition to addressing global competitive uncertainties by strengthening supply stability. In 2026, the MX business intends to consolidate its mobile AI leadership by leveraging next-generation AI experiences, as well as innovation in slimmer and lighter form factors. Additionally, it will pursue comprehensive growth across all segments via AI-driven product sales and new market expansion, while upholding a steadfast commitment to profitability through process optimization amid persistent cost pressures. In Q4 2025, the network business reported improvement to both QoQ and YoY earnings, supported by sales growth in North America. In Q1 2026, the business aims to drive revenue growth through new orders amid investment headwinds in the telecommunications industry. Through the year, the business will leverage its leadership in vRAN and O-RAN to penetrate new markets while securing profitability through cost optimization. CE Business and Harman pursue growth through differentiated customer experiences. Differentiated differentiated customer experiences. The VD and DA businesses posted KLW 14.8 trillion in consolidated revenue and KLW 0.6 trillion in operating loss in the fourth quarter. Consolidated. In Q4 2025, the VD business saw expanded revenue through robust sales of premium Neo QLED and OLED products, as well as an effective response to peak seasonal demand. As intense market competition persisted, however, profitability remained under pressure. In Q1 2026, the business will focus on revenue growth and profitability improvement based on reinforced new product lineups such as micro RGB TVs, as well as high value added products like super big TVs, QLEDs, and OLEDs. In 2026, the VD business aims to drive revenue growth by targeting replacement demand driven by global sports events. It will also utilize differentiated AI-based customer experiences to enhance sales leadership. Earnings for the DA business declined in Q4 2025 as a result of low seasonal demand for air conditioners and shifting global trade conditions. In Q1 2026, the business anticipates an improvement in earnings driven by the expansion of AI product sales and a seasonal recovery in air conditioner demand. In 2026, the DA business will seek to accelerate the sales of AI products and expand growth pillars in business to business, a direct to consumer, and subscription-based areas. Additionally, along with the cost efficiency initiative, it will drive HVAC growth through its synergies with Flock Group, arising from Samsung Electronics' recent acquisition of the leading European HVAC company. Harman posted KLW 4.6 trillion in consolidated revenue and KLW 0.3 trillion in operating profit in the fourth quarter. In Q4 2025, Harman achieved revenue growth by expanding automotive product supply to European OEMs and releasing new portable and true wireless sound models, successfully addressing peak season demand and strengthening its brand portfolio. In Q1 2026, the company aims to expand automotive sales, particularly the sales of digital cockpit and car audio products. It also plans on maintaining revenue growth in its consumer audio offerings. In 2026, Harman will seek to strengthen its high-growth businesses in automotive and expand orders by acquiring advanced driver assistance system capabilities. In audio, it will strive to expand sales of premium product based on a reinforced brand portfolio. Samsung Electronics achieved a record-breaking fourth quarter in 2025, with operating profits soaring 209.2% year-on-year. to 20.07 trillion KLW on 93.8 trillion KLW revenue. This surge was primarily driven by high-value memory (HBM) sales in the semiconductor (DS) division, which contributed 16.4 trillion KLW in operating profit. Key performance matrix: Q4 2025 total operating profit 20.07 trillion KLW in all-time high. Semiconductor (DS) 16.4 trillion KLW operating profit, 44 trillion KLW revenue. The device experience mobile TV 1.3 trillion KLW operating profit. Display 2 trillion KLW operating profit. Annual operating profit 2025 43.6 trillion KLW. Key takeaways: HBM boost. The rapid growth in high bandwidth memory and rising memory prices drove record profits. Future outlook: analysts project continued growth in early 2026, with quarterly profits potentially exceeding 30 trillion KLW due to ongoing AI memory demand. Market position: this performance marked the highest quarterly operating profit for a Korean company, with analysts forecasting a massive increase in annual operating profit for 2026. Samsung SK hynix seen posting KLW 200 trillion profit. Brokerage keep raising earnings forecast for Samsung Electronics and SK hynix. DRAM prices soar on deepening supply shortage. Samsung seen as biggest beneficiary. Expanding custom semiconductor market expected to drive higher HBM order volumes. The full-fledged semiconductor supercycle period of ultra boom is beginning, and a series of forecasts are emerging that the combined operating profit of Samsung Electronics and SK hynix next year will approach KLW 200 trillion. Since December, major securities firms have been successively raising their operating profit forecast for Samsung Electronics and SK hynix for next year. According to the securities industry, on the 14th, Kiwoom Securities raised its 2026 consolidated operating profit forecast for Samsung Electronics to KLW 107.6120 trillion. This is 29.3% higher than the existing market consensus. When the most optimistic projections are combined, the two companies' operating profit exceeds KLW 200 trillion. Forecast of KLW 200 trillion operating profit, DRAM is the top contributor. Expectations of diversified HBM customers. Google's Tensor Processing Unit is a representative example.